Hey everybody, good afternoon. It's about 4 p.m. here on the 22nd of March 2022. I'm here to do a little bit of an update on Tesla. It's had a monstrous day today, absolutely insane rally that we've had today. What I want to do is give a little bit of education here on, on how we play Tesla, and also some pointers and some tips on how you can, trade options to your advantage here. Before I get into any of this, as you all know, not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research, and I'm just giving my opinion on the market. If you need access to our Discord, you can find all the information that you need on BitDoctor.org. We've had several fantastic plays on Tesla today, most of them going hundreds of percents. It's been a really great day. We even did a little bit of a flip in midday. One of the members said they held for 30 seconds and made $200. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the chart. I want to talk a little bit about this, a little bit of education here, but also information on, where Tesla's at and where it could be going, but more importantly, why. All right, so I've got the Tesla chart up here. I've got my quad set up showing here. This is basically our wave master indicator where we've got, the scalping, the day trading, the swing, and then the high time frame swing settings that have been set up here. So first off, let's just start by taking a look here at the, at our high time frame. So, this is on a 4 hour time frame. Obviously, we have gone through and finished a correction of sorts. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll go through these things and not prepare anything ahead of time. But what I'm going to point out here is the fact that we saw a nice big move down, corrective move down. You can call this an ABCWXY, and then it had a retrace, a decent retrace. It came down here. It stopped at the 100. It stopped at the 123.6, and ultimately found major support here at the 1618. Nice huge rally right off that. That was on February 24th. So we're all familiar with that day, I would hope. But at any rate, we saw a big move up, and then we've seen a three-wave correction off of that. I think that's really important here. The fact that from these highs we saw a nice correction. So this led me to believe that, hey, this is a good correction, so we're going to see a move higher. I'm going to talk about levels. I'm not going to spend too much time discussing Elliott wave theory because I do want to focus a little bit on what happened today, because what happened today is really key, and it also kind of goes into when I got into a trade yesterday. I was looking at Tesla yesterday as well. And that was basically based off the fact that we had broken a pretty important level. I'm going to talk about that here in a moment. But to the upside, let's just talk about this for a moment, because we use this in a lot of our trading. We use these trend-based fib extension tools, dominant pivot low, dominant pivot high, and here's our pullback. We have broken through the 100, so the 123.6 is going to be sitting here at 1017. But ultimately, if this is a wave 3, we're going to see it move all the way up to about 1114. Those three targets, I'm going to move them aside because they are important. We want to keep them in view because that's something that we have to pay really close attention to. But what I'm going to do right now is something that a lot of options traders do. A lot of options traders focus on this, and I want to try and help you make yourself a better options trader, maybe teaching you how to do your own fishing. So first off, we have a pretty key level right here. So that level right there, which was the high right before the big gap up, this is an important level, right? And we have seen some support down here, a lot of clustering that happened right here. But within that level, we also see another one right here at this particular level. These two levels are important, and we just happened to break up above that yesterday, which is why I was looking at getting into the 970 calls yesterday. Ultimately ended up exiting out of those because it looked like things were going to start getting bearish, but I still had a sentiment that we were going to be moving higher. And the reason why is because the tape told me that there were a lot of buyers. So in other words, we saw a lot of market buy orders, not a lot of market sell orders in comparison. Now, certainly, we're sitting here. The market is now closed. Tesla closed at 994.26. I believe that if Tesla closes above 1,000, it's going to go to 1,050. I want to talk about why I think that and where that's coming from. So when you're trading options, let's say you're trading with a $5,000 lot size. So you're basically putting $5,000 into an options trade. Now, for some of you, that may be your entire account. So let's just say, just from a percentage standpoint, maybe you're only putting $500 in. Whatever that may be, you're hoping to get a few contracts because, you always want to take profit along the way. And these take profits have nothing to do with the option themselves. All of the take profit areas have everything to do with the price action. So the price action is going to be what drives everything. And they're all based off of levels. So right here, so we've got this, this gap up that we had up here. This is creating an important level. And I'm just going to go ahead and just mark that off right there. Okay, we've got an important level. We've got support here. We've got, more clustering right here. We found a little bit of support there, some resistance here. And actually, if I'm being honest, this level actually needs to be down just a little bit to about this place right here. We broke through that today. And what happened the next 4-hour candle? I mean, it just kind of exploded to the upside. We're currently at resistance. Okay, so this level right here is going to be resistance for us. It's pretty much exactly where we're at. We're kind of pinning resistance right now because, again, we've got this candle closure here. We've got support here. We've got significant support here. So you can see we tried to push down and it got completely absorbed. This is important. This is important support. So right now this is resistance, but we've had a monstrous day to the upside. We're hitting this area. So if we break above this, and specifically if we break through that $1,000 psychological barrier, my estimation is we're going to go anywhere between 1050 and 1065. And the reason why is because of this level right here. And it's all based off of candle body closures and wicks as well. So that level right there. So we've got support here. We've got resistance here. We've got resistance here. Also found a little bit of support there. We've got this candle body, this cluster right here. We have resistance here. So this is the next level that I'm going to be looking for, just beyond this level right here, which is at about 1,030. These are going to be the next two levels that I'm going to be looking for Tesla to go to. Now, this is all prefaced with the assumption that we break through 1,000. Okay, right now we have to break through 1,000 in order to realize these. So this is also, we were talking about this on the Discord earlier today. Do we short Tesla here? Well, the way that I look at this, let me go down to a lower time frame here for a moment. But first, I'm going to take this 1618. Just notice how perfect that is. This level here at the 1618 that we were talking about here at about 1115, that is a perfect area for there to be resistance because look, we had resistance here, we had resistance here. So that level is going to be pretty monstrous for us to get through. I'm not even really taking a fib retrace off of that. I've got my fib extension on here and it matches perfectly, but I haven't even looked at fib retrace. But anyway, as it pertains to shorting Tesla, would you be willing to short something that looks like this? And why would you? Why would you want to short something that has just been, has had a monster move to the upside? And honestly, it doesn't show signs of stopping, right? You're going to want a significant level to either be respected, which we're currently sitting at right now. As I mentioned, we're sitting here at about 996. We'll call it $1,000. We'll make it a nice $1,000 even, right? If we get rejected here at 1,000, we start moving lower and start taking out these intraday levels, which I'm going to go ahead and just kind of mark these off. I see there being an intraday level right about here, and then we're going to have another one right around here. You can see where I'm getting these from. We're going to have another level right around here. Another level is going to be right here. If we start taking these out, well then yes, I would be interested in taking shorts on Tesla. We created these levels on the way up, so that would mean that they're going to be support on the way down. But if we take them out, well then that's going to increase confidence in taking short positions. We've got another level right here, which is right at that 100, if you can see this over here to the right. So we've got all these levels that, that would kind of increase confidence in a short position. But now we're kind of in that area where we continue to move up throughout the day. We created those support areas right along the way. You can see it right here. We broke up, we retested, broke up, we retested. We broke up, then we retested here. We broke up and we retested here. We broke up, we retested here. So you can see, even on a 1 minute chart, you can see where we're creating these support and resistance levels. I wouldn't be interested in shorting Tesla, nor would I advise shorting Tesla unless you want to, just give your money away. Just be very, very careful, right? You have to short with precision and you have to short with a reason, and not because, it's right up here at $1,000, so it's not going to cross that, so it's just going to go down from here. You can't trade with that mentality, even though it very well could. You're just guessing, right? It's best for you to trade with the probability on your side. And in this particular case, we've created some important levels here at 985, down here at 977, down here at 969, here at 964. All these levels are going to be important. So, yeah, it could drop down here and retest this level, but I wouldn't short because it came down here. I would wait for it to break and then do a retest and then fall. And this is where you would want to short right here. I wouldn't short, at this level right here. If you did, you need to stop loss when it breaks up above 1,000, right? The momentum is too strong to the upside right now, in my opinion, to take a good trade on Tesla. There are plenty other trades out there. Really good example. Being long on Tesla all day long was a great idea. You've got a lot of people that are shorting. Yeah, somebody may have made a little money on this short, made a little money on this short, made a little money on this short. But why would you do that to yourself when the momentum is to the upside and this has done nothing but go up and up and up? When you could have taken that entire trade all the way up instead of taking 1, 2, 3 little trades down. It's a scalper's paradise. But swinging to the upside all day long today paid out really, really well because of the momentum and the levels. We've got these key levels here. And if it breaks up above, right? So if it breaks up above 1,000, it's going to go to 1,030. If it breaks above 1,030, it's going to go to 1062 to 1065. I have no doubt in my mind that, again, big if, but if Tesla breaks above this level that we've identified here, where it's basically having resistance right now, if it breaks up above that, break up above, retest, launch. Maybe cluster here, retest at 1030, and then go up to our 1065 area. That's where I think we could be going if we break up above 1,000. Again, this isn't a message for you to go out and get long on Tesla. Heck, you should have done that at 9:30 this morning. You should have done it yesterday, right? Today, right now, obviously right now it's after 4 o'clock, so you can't take the trade right now, but you shouldn't take a trade on a hope and a dream, right? Don't get long just because it's been long today. You need to wait for a confirmation that we are going to break up, right? We need to break up. We need to confirm, 995, 1,000. We need to confirm this. So in other words, what we're looking for, move up, pull back, and then you can see that continuation like we saw today, right? Your first take profit should be right there at about 1030. If we break up above that, right, if we see some support here, then that's great. Keep whatever runner you may have and look for this to come up here to 1050 to 1065, and that's where I would close out completely. It's all based on levels. All based on levels. It's as simple as that. Don't overexpose yourself, right? So, I'll give you a good example. Again, I've had several 100% trades on Tesla today. So tomorrow, if I trade on Tesla, it's not going to be very big. They may be expensive, but they're not going to be big positions. We took a trade from, basically $5 and we closed it out like 17. It was a monster trade. And yeah, that trade continued to run for the rest of the day. But that shouldn't be an indication for you to go bigger. If anything, you need to go smaller as the trades go by, because even though it was a high momentum day today, that doesn't mean with any guarantee that tomorrow will be also. Those are the things that I wanted to make sure that I articulated today, because we had a lot of really great questions on the Discord today about about Tesla in particular, and other things as well. But with Tesla, the big question was, when are we looking to short? Well, I'm not looking to short. The momentum is too strong to the upside. Why would you want to short something that looks like this? I would not want to short something that looks like this. It looks too bullish. Too bullish. Obviously, we've got some strong support level, right here at about 905. We have another strong level right here at about 802, right? So, 800, 900, and now we're sitting up here at 1,000. So every 100 points, here we are. We're at a significant area of resistance, right? So you can liken this to, this price action right here. And once we break through, look for that pullback, right? We get that pullback once you break through. We broke through 900. We got an ABC correction. And then that's when it launched and took off. Okay? So that was yesterday. Moving into today, big move to the upside. So I wouldn't go long on Tesla more unless we break through 1,000. Because in my opinion, this trade is basically done. And now we're going to be moving on. So we'll see how things go. If you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. Find me on the Discord. If this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, you know the deal. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you need access to our Discord, you can find all the information on BitDoctor.org, including access to our indicator, to our trading room, to our trading alerts, and all of that, where you could find trades just like Tesla. All right, guys. Wherever you're in the world, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and good evening. Take care, everyone.